Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Since I've been getting a lot of questions lately regarding moving to Germany and jobs in Germany on my Instagram or in the comment section, I decided to make this short moving to Germany Q&A video. Since most of the questions that I've been getting are pretty much the same, I've decided to make this video so I can document the answers here and hopefully reach more people and help out more people in this way. One of the questions that I get a lot is, how much working experience do you need to actually find a job in Germany? Can you start like without any experience and so on, especially if you don't have any German? So this is quite a big topic here, and to be fair, it depends on the field you're going into. Some fields require definitely German, but most of the questions come from people who are interested in working as a developer, so the role would be junior developer. I would say it's possible to get jobs with English. Definitely, if you're looking for a job as a developer only with English, you might end up getting paid less than if you have both German and English. As well as most likely you have to go through some Ausbildung program that basically is a sort of an unofficial training or official training depending on the company. The good thing is it's always paid, but not very much. So I would consider such a thing, for example, if you're coming to Germany to study, and while being a student, you are allowed to have this training jobs that are up to 20 hours per week, and this will definitely set you up for a normal position after you finish university. And that pretty much goes for every field that's open to English speakers. Then again, I had a question, a specific one: is it possible for a nurse to work without German? And the answer is sadly no. Everyone in the medical field needs to know German. At the end of the day, the people that you're going to be taking care of are going to be mostly German speaking. It doesn't matter if they're German or not. Most of them will speak German. It's a bonus for you if you know English, but German is a must. I think it was for medical personnel, it was B2, the minimum requirement. So just imagine an old German grandma coming into the hospital and, for example, she speaks some crazy dialect that even most Germans don't understand. How the hell are you going to communicate with this grandma if you only speak English? It's pretty much impossible. Next question is, how much time did I need to get back to a normal life after the move? This question I get a lot from people from the Balkans, in general Eastern Europe, and I always respond with the same way. My normal type of life is pretty much different from what people are used to in the Balkans and Eastern Europe. I'm not a person that likes to party a lot, drink a lot, and so on, so this is something considered normal there. And getting back to normal after the move didn't take a lot, I guess. I mean, I would say what made the biggest difference was actually learning German and started taking care of stuff on my own and not relying on people to come and translate, which was sometimes needed, and it was a pain in the ass. So getting back to normal, you definitely need to redefine what's normal for you. If you're not already a type of person like me that doesn't care so much for nightlife and partying and so on, if you're more of a family-oriented person and a career-oriented person, you would fit quite easily, especially if you speak German, and continue with your normal life. Of course, there are always new things to learn in a new country. Just for example, all of the things that you've taken for granted in your own country, that, let's say, you basically pick up from your parents or your friends or relatives throughout the first 20 years of your life. Once you move to another country, all of that is just like reset it. You need to learn a lot of things that, for example, in your country made sense and were logical, but here are totally different. So there is always something new to learn, and I do not consider that breaking my normal life in any way, but just keep in mind, because I did get a response from some people that constantly having to check laws and so on, and learning new things is, in their eyes, not going back to our normal life. Okay, a really interesting question I get not so often, but often enough to make this list is it easy to find Schwarzarbeit? And if you don't know what Schwarzarbeit is, that's basically working illegally. So you don't have to pay taxes and so on. And honestly, I don't know how to answer this question. Of course, if in every single country, if you look for such work, you can find it, but I would definitely recommend not doing so in Germany because of a couple of key factors. First of all, from what I've seen in groups for expats and people from Eastern Europe moving here that had experience with such type of work, most of the times they get screwed over with the pay. They get paid a lot less than actually if you were working legally, because here in Germany, if you work legally, there is working organizations that basically protect you and provide at least minimum wage, depending on the position, of course. Most work like that is usually revolving around low qualified work, so typically you get a minimum wage if you're working legally, but from what I've seen, people get a lot less when working not legally. Second point is, if you're working legally, you have health insurance, and health insurance is super important here in Germany, because if you don't have it, it's crazy expensive. It's going to be, I guess, in the realms of what's in the US in terms of not having health insurance. Usually the illegal jobs that don't have health insurance also are quite physical jobs that you might end up getting injured or something, and the bill is going to make you wish you actually died and not just get injured. And the third point is, you're held accountable as well here in Germany. It's not like in other countries where only the person providing the job is held accountable. You're held accountable as well, because technically that's considered tax fraud. And as a friend of mine joked, tax fraud in Germany is more punishable than actually killing a person. So you can get the feeling where I'm going from there. And yeah, I would definitely advise just finding a normal job. And some of the people that are actually asking this mentioned that they were illegal immigrants in Germany. I don't know how the hell that happens. How can you come in Germany without being having the proper papers? I would assume it has to do something with the ex-Yugoslavian countries or other countries that are not in EU from Eastern Europe. But yeah, I would definitely suggest just spend some time and fix up your papers. It will definitely make life much easier after that. Again, a question regarding development jobs was regarding Android development and how's it in general the market here and so on. Can an Android developer find job easily? And I would say the person that first asked this question had it spot on, that Berlin is the place to go there for such jobs, because Berlin is known for a lot of startups. Also, it's not only for Android developers, for general mobile developers. Like a lot of companies and services are getting their own apps right now, so a lot of startups are popping up, like mobile development studios and so on. And I think Germany is just getting into that trend of developing apps, so I think it has a big potential in the future. Another question is in general about moving to Germany after the whole COVID-19 started. I wouldn't suggest moving now, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to actually find a job. If you didn't secure a job prior to coming here, it's going to be much worse than normal. A lot of companies are in this short working time. That means like most of their employees are not working there on their full contracts, and the companies are technically limited by law until they're on this short working contract not to hire any new personnel that comes from outside of Germany. The goal of the German government right now is to secure jobs for the people that are actually here, because there were some people that lost jobs. And to be fair, I do agree with the government here that they should focus on the people that are already here. For example, let's take a non-qualified job. It usually takes, before the COVID thing, it took like 2 weeks up to 2-3 months to find a job, and for qualified work it took from 6 months to 12 months to find a good job. So that was before COVID. Imagine now that it's going to be much harder, and I would definitely suggest securing a job prior to coming here. I would expect something like, if you're looking for a specific qualified job, to take more than a year, like year and a half, to find a job. Like for example, at my work, we've been looking for people, and we knew that we needed people, but the process of getting those positions accepted took almost a year due to slowdowns and so on from the pandemic. I think that pretty much covers the major questions that I've gotten lately. Let me know down in the comments if you have any other questions regarding the move to Germany. As always, you can reach me on my Instagram as well, and I try to provide more detailed answers that fit your exact questions and situation. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and definitely, if you still haven't done it, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon, because you know how YouTube works. It definitely makes a difference for me as well. Thank you for watching, and see you in my other videos, guys. Bye.